Although the girls did not make it to the championship game, we wanted to recognize Coach Jerry Patrick, who called it a coaching career after 36 years. Happy trails, partner. Little Snake River versus Burlington in the 1A state championship game. First quarter, Little Snake River wearing the purple. It took a few tries, but Tanner Jensen would eventually get the drop for the first bucket of the game, and that would put his team on the board first, leading 2-0. After that, this game would become very one-sided, as you are about to see. Jess McNiven will pick off that pass and return it the other way for Burlington, who would take the lead for good, up 4-2. The Huskies had a plethora of scoring weapons at their disposal. Preston Wardell will get the first 2 of many points on this play, as that would inch the score up to 6-2. More defense and more points. McNiven will turn on the Jets and easily add on 2 more to his eventual 14-point total. 10-2 is the score now, and they were just getting started. Even when they could not score up close, they had guys that could knock down the distance shots. Nicholas Carzales from 18 feet, you will see more from him later. Now it's a 12-2 contest. At times, the defense would set up the offense. Wardell with the rejection. He'll fire ahead to Carzales, who is already off to the races. Burlington is ahead 14-2 at this point. The Huskies brought their A game and did pretty much whatever they wanted except dunk. Wardell with the hoop and the hack. The three-point play would cap off a 17-zip run and establish a 17-2 advantage. Now that that's out of the way, perhaps the opposition can produce some offense. Gabriele Solari takes the feed inside, gets the 2 and 1 more. That was part of his 14-point contribution, but the 3-time defending state champs are down big. It's 17-5. The Rattlers were trying to slither their way back into this, but it was a long road back. Tanner Jensen gets the basket and draws the contact. He had a double-double with 16 points and 13 rebounds. The score is 20-7. If you thought Burlington was going to ease up at this point of the game, you were mistaken, big time. Nathan Carzales will take off with that one and return it for 2. We are still in the first quarter, and it's 26-9. LSR figured that they better unload the long-range attack if they wanted to come back. Jordan Perkins takes aim, lets her fly, and connects for 3. That got the score for his team into double digits, but they're still down 26-12. Time is winding down, and the Huskies don't think they have enough points. Wardell led all scorers with his own double-double, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Mercifully, the first 8 minutes ended with the scoreboard reading 28-13. Second quarter, finally. Burlington has proven they have an offense, and they have a defense as well. You saw some steals, and Wardell will knot up the Rattlers' coils on that one. It was not meant to be. Little Snake River just had to stay away from him. Slater Keisler will go around the other way, put up a floater, and that play worked, but his team is still at a 28-15 disadvantage. But the offense for the opposition just kept right on going. James Davidson getting his 11-point game started with a 3, and things are looking good. It's 31-15. Don't count LSR out just yet. They still had some fight left in them. Keisler eyes it, spies it, and buys it for 3. 18 points were his numbers, and his team now has 18 points compared to 31 for the other team. This game was becoming a 3-point shoot fest for a while. Here's Jared Peterson launching one. All of his points came from behind the arc. The Huskies now lead 34-18. For a little while, Keisler was the one doing all the work for the Rattlers. Here's a nice running hook shot that's highlight worthy. The score, though, was less than desirable. His team is down 34-20. Between these two teams, they have won the last 4 state championships coming into this game. And I think we all know where the 5th one is going to. Peterson finds the bottom of the net again for Burlington, who are now ahead 37-20. The Huskies would change up their attack plan from time to time. McNiven gets in and scores easily for 2, and the lead is still in double digits. It's 45-29. And then sometimes they had a hard time missing. Nicholas Carzales, there's 3 more of his 13. Burlington shot 50% from behind the arc and took a 48-29 lead into the locker room. Third quarter, the rout was on. Nicholas Carzales again, college range this time. The clock said the game was not over, but the scoreboard said otherwise. It's 56-32. We're going to skip some highlights here and there. It's obvious at this point which team is going to win. Keisler did what he could, but Little Snake River needed more than that. down 62-35. We're giving the Rattlers some love. You do not luck your way to 3 straight state titles. You got to have some skilled players to do that. Solari is one of them, but the opposition was cruising, up 70-44 going into the final 8 minutes. Fourth quarter, Burlington eased up a little bit on the attack. They did not get the 100 that they were on pace for. Here's the only 2 by Connor Jones. It's now a 30-point cushion with the scoreboard reading 74-44. Okay, one more, then we'll wrap it up. We've shown more than enough already. Keisler will step up and knock down a 3. It was a modest effort, but there was no way that LSR was going to four-peat. The title is back in Burlington. Final score 83-59 as the Huskies would finish the season with a record of 27-1.